Unit 3, 3.1, Exercise 5.
Good morning, everyone. Well, in the studio today, we have Steve Jackson, who's going to tell us about his recent trip to the Antarctic. So, Steve, what was it like? Did you freeze?
No, I didn't. The temperature was about 7 degrees most days, and I must say I found it quite comfortable. You should take warm clothes, though, and you really need a good windproof coat.
Mm-hmm. Now, tell us a bit about the ship you were on.
It was called the Explorer, and it was built only 3 years ago. The cabins are very small, and at first I did wonder where I was going to put all my stuff. However, whoever designed the ship thought of just about everything a passenger would need, and I eventually found plenty of cupboard space under the bed.
What were the other passengers like?
Oh, the atmosphere on board between the passengers was really great. The crew really tried to get everyone to mix. I was invited to eat with the expedition leader, he was American, on the first night, and then after that I sat at a different table for dinner every night. But you don't have to if you don't feel like it.
Did you get seasick at all?
Some of the passengers did. The weather can be stormy in the Antarctic. Of course, there is a doctor on board, and he gave anyone who needed it an injection for seasickness. Mm-hmm. Luckily, I didn't need one, and the others got over it pretty quickly once they'd had the injection.
I bet that was a relief.
Yeah.
What's your best memory of the trip?
Well, that's hard to say, but probably it's of the animals we saw. Whales, penguins and seals. One day, we set off to a place called Couvierville Island, which is famous for its birds. There were 10 of us in a tiny rubber boat. That was a bit hair-raising, I can tell you. Anyway, once there, we had to climb up a steep, icy hill, but the view from the top was terrific.
Mm. Did you come across any people apart from your fellow tourists?
Yes, a few of the scientists at a research station. They gave us coffee and biscuits one morning. There used to be a thriving fishing industry in this area at one time, but all that's left are some deserted buildings.
Did you feel guilty about disturbing such an untouched region?
Well, yes and no. Cruise ships are not allowed to dump rubbish or to go where they like, and they have to carry scientists to lead the excursions. Only small parties are permitted to land in one area at a time, and you've got to keep away from the wildlife. So, all in all, I felt that well-run trips, like this one, would do more good than harm. I also felt completely changed by the experience. It was like going to another world.
Well, thank you for telling us about your trip, Steve. Now, next week we're going to be meeting...